they happen to be local. They happen to be local, and they've been on the Dr. Oz show quite a few times. So they're regulars on Dr. Oz. Oh yeah, they're regulars on Dr. Oz, and they're Cleveland born, and they left Cleveland for a while, came back, and so we are just been really had a great opportunity to have some wonderful guests. We had a wonderful opportunity to have some great guests on the radio, but also that have come and did workshops with us for us. And so I just want to say, to the audience, excuse any technical difficulties that are going on right now, but we're going to just press on forward. Local. They happen to be local, and so Atuna, if you could just kind of text him and just kind of let him know that, that we having some on his end. Okay, yeah. So listen, I know that it's a lot going on, and we don't want to be a little down or anything like that, but we are still in a pandemic, and so it's still a serious matter. It was a time when we didn't know anybody who had COVID. It seems so far away from us, but now it's become so close to us, and so there's so many people that can say, I know at least one person who has had it. I know at least one person that has been vaccinated. I know at least one person that is not vaccinated. And so we all have these slots that we can fill that we know now when we didn't know before, right? And so it's a very serious matter. And so let's just kind of talk about that. You brought up some really good points about it. So and that little diagram that you showed us was like, whoa, it's something about visual aid,
Yes, always. Well, I think the thing is that, we all came to the conclusion that we're all tired, right? We're all, the pandemic, we're over it, right? But unfortunately, the pandemic and the virus is not over us, as they say. So with this new Delta variant, it is 2 times more contagious. And all I did was I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, what is this thing doing to you, right? Because now you're saying we get vaccinated, we try to do the right thing, and it's affecting people who are vaccinated. So I just wanted to look, I'm like, what is it doing to your body? Like, what is this thing doing to you? And literally it took, when I typed that into the Google, it really took me to the CDC website. And the CDC is what gave me the visual of saying, hey, the Delta variant, one person has the infection, the previous strain, it may infect 2 people. But unfortunately, this virus, one person get affected, it's infecting 5 people. So literally it is totally like 2 times more contagious. People who are vaccinated, unvaccinated, they're getting it the same. I think the one thing that they can claim is based on studies is that those who have been vaccinated are faring better than those who are not vaccinated, maybe
right.
Hospitalization or whatever. But it's not saying that people who are not who have been vaccinated are still have been catching it. And that's just a scary thing. So that just means that we just have to mask up. We have to continue. We're doing it in our building,
Right.
We're hoping that, the kids are going back to school, which we'll talk about how how people are feeling about that. Cause it's a political thing on the news, and governors and different states are doing their own thing. Because our governor hasn't decided to do a mask mandate again or anything like that. But I mean, we got to be due diligent because it's not going away.
We definitely have to do due diligence because it hasn't gone away. I would probably say it that way. It hasn't gone away. And if it hasn't gone away, then we have to act like we don't know when it's going away. So we have to really be more conscious of how we operate, how we move, and how we can protect ourselves first, as well as others, and keep everybody safe. And right. So what I've come to know is that people follow suit. So if everybody's relaxed, then everybody's going to be relaxed. If everybody's up in an uproar, then everybody's going to be in an uproar. And so it's just important that the more we could do to display safety that we can, that's what's important. How safe are we presenting ourselves? And I'm sorry, but wearing a mask is the way that they say that we stay safe. And so if more and more people would continue to wear masks, then it's going to send a message, hey, something is still going on, right?
Right.
The more and more people don't wear masks, it's going to send a message, oh, nothing's going on. We can't see it, so it don't exist. And it does exist, even if you don't see it, right? The air exists, even though we don't see the air. So, and it's nothing scarier than not knowing if you can breathe or not being able to breathe well. I mean, think about it. When you have a common cold and your nose is stopped up, it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Having the flu is uncomfortable. And so do you want to be uncomfortable and well, or do you want to be uncomfortable and not well?
Right.
So we say the masks are not well, but yeah, are you well? I want to be well, even if I'm not going to be comfortable, so I don't want to be sick, and I don't want to spread germs to people that I love and care about and I'm around. So I just think that that's important. And I don't, and that to me, I know it's a matter of opinion, we say, but really, is it? It's really a matter of safety. It's what it is. It's a matter of safety.
It is, because you're right, because you want to prevent people from getting the disease, and you don't want to get the disease. I mean, it's it's all about, because I could be asymptomatic, meaning I could be carrying it. I don't know if I have it. I may not get sick, but I could clearly be spreading to you unwillingly. I mean, that's how the cold spreads. I mean, I don't, it's just, I think everyone is just on this, it just kind of hit us like out of nowhere. Then we had to go into this mode of, protecting ourselves, protecting others, mask up. Oh my God, this thing is out here. And then as soon as everybody could kind of get some sort of normalcy, it's saying, really, we should never have taken the mask off, because apparently it's, this other variant. And what they're saying is that this may not be the last variant. The thing is changing over time. That's how we have this variant that's causing more damage, because the thing is mutating and we can't see the thing. It's it's mutating. And so as you breathe or cough or sneeze or whatever, if you have it and you touch someone, that person touched somebody else, and then it's starting over again. So I think we're all just tired. We're all just tired, but we got to do what we got to do. Because I want you to stay healthy, Miss Rachel. I need you to stay beautiful. And I want to keep kissing on my husband. I don't know about y'all, but I do. I want to keep hugging on my children. So I'm just, we just want to make sure that we can continue to do that.
Yeah, that's so important. That's so important. So, we have remained open, and we have remained in a place of self-consciousness, and which I would have to say is just absolutely commendable and amazing at the same time, that we have been willing to do both, stay open, but be so concerned about each and every person in the agency. And that's just, you don't get that everywhere. You don't get that everywhere. With our own personal lives going on, our own busyness, the fact that we are willing to stay open and safe is just outstanding to me. I know we say it every other week or every week how that is, but it's true. And so we do have a childcare. Childcare department, and we're going into school time. And so kids are going to be coming in and out of the childcare, and they're going to be going to their schools, then coming in for after care. They come for before care too?
They come from before and after. So we have 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. is before care, and then from 2 to 6 is after care. That's typically how the school agers work. But our childcare is 6:30 to 6 o'clock every day. Yeah.
So what do we provide before they go to school?
Breakfast, typically breakfast, and some learning. Some kids need to finish their homework if they haven't finished their homework before they get to school. So typically breakfast, and then sometimes I do a little activities, a little exercising in the morning just to get them woke up. Because if a parent is dropping off a child at 6:30, they still sleep.
Yeah.
So we start to 9, so we kind of let them rest to like 7, 7 o'clock, depending on what time they go to school. And so between 7:30 and 8:30, they could be eating breakfast and doing a little exercise or finishing homework, and then they get taken to school by 9 o'clock.
I wonder do they eat when they go to the school too? I wonder if they come there and eat and then they go to school eat.
Most schools do offer breakfast. Most schools do give them maybe like a granola bar or something like that if they know they're eating breakfast. But for 6:30 is early for you. So you can imagine 6:30 being early for a kid who's getting up and
and some kids don't have a real bedtime, and some kids don't, they don't have a lot of structure at night.
Exactly. So we got to give them something, a fruit, a granola, whatever, and for those that probably have to stay longer, they may have oatmeal and a protein or something. But we try to make sure we feed them before they go off. And then most kids do, when they get to school, they do eat breakfast.
Well, that's good. That's good. And then they come back and they have homework, and they add some type of activity and some type of snack. And so that's actually really good for the parents, because by the time they get home, they may or may not have homework.
Exactly.
Or, I mean, incomplete homework, I should say.
So we do help them get started, but sometimes it could be, helping them do 1 or 2 pages of whatever they need and getting them started. Or some of them could have it completed, so that way when they do come home, they're done. But it all depends on how much homework this child has. But we do try to at least do a half hour to 45 minutes of homework time.
So that's actually really good.
I don't miss homework.
Listen, I don't miss homework. I don't miss bedtime, bath time. I don't miss any part of that structure for any of those things. I'm even glad I'm not a grandmother. Because
me too,
girl. But when I become one, honey, you better look out. I'm gonna be the best one ever.
I'm telling you.
I'm talking about. I'm gonna be we're gonna be in competition, probably, girl, because I'm gonna be outstanding. You hear me?
We're gonna be fighting over, because I know, because we both gonna be old grandmas. It ain't like we're gonna be, we in our 50s, we gonna be old grandmas, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, I haven't turned 50 yet, so I got a couple of more months before I actually turn 50. Okay. Yeah, but you're right. They waited, and I'm okay. I want them to kind of wait till I'm really set and ready, because I have when I say I have high plans for this whole endeavor, I have big plans. Big plans. Awesome. You hear me?
I hear you. That's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. And for those out there in our Facebook land that have grandchildren, God bless you. We're just saying that we can wait.
Yes. Yes.
I can wait.
I can wait. And I tell you, waiting is gonna be wonderful in the wait. I'm gonna be living it up in the wait. But when I get them, I'm gonna take the kids to Disney World, since I've never been. You've been to Disney World, haven't you?
There's several times, girl. Bye. You have
no, my kids didn't want to go.
Wow, really?
No, they didn't want to go. And I was so surprised. I was like, you guys don't want to go? No, we don't want to go there. But my kids wasn't big on amusement parks either, though. So they wasn't big on, they wasn't big Disney kids watchers and all of that. So they wasn't big on that kind of stuff. It's kind of weird, though.
Disney is a place for all kids, all ages. I will give Disney that. They know how to make you feel like you're having fun every day, no matter what your age is. That is their business, right? Their business model is for you to be a kid at any age. So clearly, it's toward the babies or whatever, but honey, they will make us old people just have fun, because I know a lot of people go to Disney that are without children that have a blast, because their rides are fantastic. My children love, until they got like maybe 9 or 10, because we had gone to Disney maybe 4 times. And then like 10 and 11, then it became Universal Studios. So Universal Studios literally is in Florida. So it's literally across the way from Disney World. And so everything, you would just have fun. I think right now, you with your grown children should go down there right now before you have grandchildren and just have a blast, because I know you.
Yeah, you already know. You already know how I'm just like, let's just have a blast.
I know you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So so what else is going on? So we talked about the mask, and we're like, okay. What else did we kind of went over today? What happened at East End with the wrap up? Well, we're almost closed in on all of the money for the park. Did you get that today?
I did not. I mean, it's amazing that we went from not having nothing and now we have something, and we're about to actually do this groundbreaking, and we got to get this thing started. Yes. And I am in shock. I don't know all the details, right? Because I didn't, I need to really kind of like because they're like in pieces for me. You know, we got this money, we got that, we got this, we got that, and so it's kind of like jumbled up. So I have to really actually go and review a lot of that.
Yeah, we got the money kind of combined, so we're almost at that because the park literally is going to end up costing about $500,000. And that's because of, just all the things that we want to have done, and we want it done nicely. So we asked a lot of, funders to help us with this. So we started with a pot of money, and it has grown with all the people who are wanting to support us. We just got a big chunk of money from Bank of America. We plugged them. And so we are ready, girl. We got the person that's going to start the, building it up, our vendor who's gonna actually start tearing up the ground. So I'm super excited, honey. Before this year's out, we're gonna see something turning over there. So all you people out there in the Buckeye Woodland neighborhood, you guys are gonna start seeing some big old trucks over there turning over the soil, because our fearless leader Zuma Zabala had a vision 12 years ago to do some green space on our property for people to come and sit down and just have a park. We don't have a park literally in that neighborhood, and
exactly.
We're about to have one, so we're excited.
Now listen, we have we are an agency that we do need money. So if you're watching and you want to donate, you're looking to see where you can put your money and you want to donate, please go to our website and donate. It's www.eenh.org. and click the tab for donate, and you can pick any amount or put in your own amount and donate to us, and it will go towards the things that we need it for. And so we currently do not have a playground, things for them to swing on, slide on, jump on. We don't have any of those things. We got rid of them. They were old, and we needed to keep our kids safe. So we want to get a playground. We have some maintenance that needs to be done. We're in the process of getting our roof, fixed, or it might be finished now. But we have some offices that are not done.
Yeah.
What was that, Atune?
Roofing issues. So it's always a capital campaign. Look for a capital campaign coming to a space near you guys, because we really need to work on our house and on our roof. So the old capital campaign, right?
Right. And so our offices that we had a lot of water damage that came and destroyed these offices. And so we're in the midst of needing to get those repaired so that people can go back into their offices. And so I encourage you, we have left several things to pour your money into. We have projects that we are going to be working on there. And listen, we have this little new saying that we never closed. We stayed in the gap. So we stayed in the gap during the pandemic. And so we need you to help us fill that gap with finances and financially. So please sow. And if you're looking to even see how you can assist us in any way, just, you can email me, or you can send us a letter or something. You can email me at rgroce@eenh.org. That's rgroce@eenh.org. And I would love to converse with you in regards to how can you help us with some of our things that we have been on. And so our seniors are back. I see our seniors, more of our seniors are back in the building, practicing social distancing. They just opened up the sewing room, I believe, right? And so is the sewing ladies, is she back?
Yeah, she's back from one. Yeah, we started once a week. Actually, I was texting her because she was in the building. So they started with the seniors, so they're super excited because they've been home for these past 18 months and they've been wanting to get back into their normal. Unfortunately, we had to cap it at a certain number because we want to maintain social distancing. Our space is not that big for everybody to congregate, but she is back to help the seniors sew, and they love her, they missed her. So that's exciting.
So is the seniors, is it the same sewing teacher from last time?
It's the same one. Miss Smiley, same person.
Okay.
She made all of the dashikis for the children's graduation over the last 3 years, and she just made the children that just graduated onto kindergarten their dashikis on this past Saturday. Oh
wow! So when is the graduation? Did I miss it?
Yes, you missed it. You missed the graduation for the child care girl, for the children going to kindergarten.
I wonder where was I doing? Was it on the weekend?
It was a Saturday.
Oh, okay. I think I probably was out of town.
This Saturday. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it
I
was
was
that
out
weekend
there.
that you did go to see your daughter. So that's fair.
Yeah.
And that's fair. Well,
Yeah. Yes.
wonderful dashikis, and we don't use the traditional cap and gown for our graduates, our preschool to kindergarten. They actually wear dashikis, and the women wear, and the young ladies wear head wraps, and the men wear kufi caps.
Ain't that something?
They're so cute.
It is. Yeah, it really is. It is something that culturally we are giving them something to look at. Even when they look at their pictures, they look back at that time. We get an opportunity to experience wearing those particular types of clothing. It's so much that we bring to culturally that we bring to the students there. We have, when I think about some of the things that we have taught about, Black Wall Street, we've taught them that. We've kind of did certain things so they can experience being an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
We have educated them in regards to Black history. We've had story time and drummers come. We've taken them to a variety of different places outside of the community, outside of the neighborhood. So they've had some experiences through East End. I mean, your children come to East End, they're not going to just be sitting around doing nothing. They're going to come, they're going to learn, they're going to be exposed to a lot of beneficial things in their life. And so our childcare is really good, really good.
And can I just put a shameless plug to that, Miss Rachel, that we were.
Oh yeah, please do.
We have finally, with all the hard work of the childcare team that is there and present, after the trolls have left us, we are now a star 4.
Boy, we are a star 4?
Yes, they work so hard because they're a new team, many new to childcare. We trained them, many got their CDAs with us. So we have grown and loved each other together. And we have finally, honey, over 2 years, went from a 0 to a 4. Not too shabby.
Look at that.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. It's good to be back up.
Quality Center. We're 4-star rated now, and I am super excited. So we're working on that 5-star, which is the maximum you can get. We missed it by a hair, but we are there. We are back in business. So if you're looking for your children to come to a Quality Center, come on by the East End.
That's really good. Star rated. That is so good. That's so
Shameless
good.
plug.
That's actually a good plug. It's actually a really, really good plug. Good plug. Good plug. And so, you know what I like is that, the agency itself promotes advancement. It promotes getting extra education, going out and being a part of other trainings and things like that. And so I understand that you are in a new training or some sort, and you went to it yesterday, networking kind of thing.
Yes.
And you look absolutely beautiful going. I said, wow, look at her. Look at her. You always show up like that anyway. You never show up shabby. Yeah, you always show up right,
At home. This is my home look.
It's still nice though. It's still nice. It's camera ready, girl. It's camera ready. Still nice.
Well, I appreciate your compliment.
Yeah. I was thinking about
it. Yes, I was I interviewed for I missed you. We're miscuing. What'd you say?
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just trying to add to what you were saying is that, I recently got accepted to Leadership Cleveland. And Leadership Cleveland is a civic engagement institution for people in the city, like emerging leaders in the city of Cleveland. So I had to go through a lengthy interview process and had to do an application and all that and back in February. And so I was accepted to this class. And it's a wonderful class of 66 people around the city of Cleveland doing various things, corporate, nonprofit, own business leaders, so just emerging leaders, I guess you would call it. But it's more about civic engagement, how we work together and build upon the city of Cleveland and work to, create a unified of people in the city. So I'm excited.
Yeah, so listen, we're going to go on break right now, and we'll come back and talk a little bit more about that, hear a little bit more from Atune in regards to that training and that opportunity. And so thank you. Stay tuned to East End Wrap Up on Voice It Radio. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Cam in case of overdose. Call the Adams Board 24-hour addiction line and mental health crisis hotline at area code 216-623-6888. That's 216-623-6888 if you are ready for help.
Here at Voice It Radio, we need a quality printing service. So for superior quality printing and great customer service, there is only one place to go, and that's Groovy Print. Groovy Print is the perfect printing company for the entrepreneur and small business owner. Groovy Print provides free UPS ground shipping anywhere in the USA. If you need small print orders under 500 units, yard signs, banners, and more, Groovy Print has you covered. Visit the website at groovyprint.com today or call 216-240-3553. Once again, that's GRUVYPRINT.com or call 216-240-3553.
Hi, I'm Lillian Piles.
And I'm Harry Boomer.
Join us every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be covering all aspects of theater, film, and the performing arts right here from Northeast Ohio.
We will also tell you about what national major productions are coming to town. Don't miss Backstage with Lillian Piles and Harry Boomer every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on voiceitradio.com.
Hey, this is your girl, Laura Cowan of Laura Cowan's Empowerment Hour. Check me out every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. live right here on voiceitradio.com.
Dangerous!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Dolores Gray of Brick House Wellness. I'm bringing you my new show, The Queen's Court. Please tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be discussing love, relationship, wellness, politics, and everything in between right here on voiceitradio.com.
Hey,
Welcome back. Welcome back to East End Wrap Up on Voice It Radio.
hey,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Did you have to get a bite to eat?
I was over here eating some fruit. Taking a little snacky snack.
I hear you. I'm
So-
ready after too.
So did you enjoy yourself last night at that event?
I did. It was very nice. It was very nice. Just meeting people around the city of Cleveland, learning about what a lot of people do, and we have some wonderful gems in the city. If you live in the city of Cleveland, if you're from Cleveland, you know we really have some gems. We really need to explore our own town. You know, a lot of people talk about us. You know, we were the mistake on the lake when the river burned, or Cuyahoga River, and you know, our poor Brownies have been horrible football players and whatever negativities you come up for city of Cleveland. I will tell you, I have been to several cities. I have traveled a lot over the past couple of years with my husband. We just came back from Texas, and I will tell you, Cleveland looks very good. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay.
Cleveland looks very good. So yeah, when we have some gems, and the people generally are very nice. You know,
So where was the event at?
it was at the Champs. It's the Medical Association. Let me not get it wrong. It's the Association of Medical Providers. It's a newer facility. They built it out. They have a wonderful patio. We have a lot of places downtown Cleveland that have patios that overlook the city. breathtaking, very nice. And we were the first group to do an event with them because they had just built it out. But it's open to people renting their space, utilizing the space, very nice space, but they had a beautiful patio. You can see off of Huron Road and look downtown off of Prospect and everything. And I was like, wow, this is, we're missing out. We gotta, like I said, we have wonderful gems in the city and we need to, we need to explore them. Absolutely.
That is actually really good, that Cleveland is building it back up because, when they would first start doing that whole work downtown, I don't know if you remember when it was like
Euclid
way before.
Oh my God. I mean, the street being tore up and
oh my goodness.
God, it was a mess.
Terrible back in the 90s, but then prior to the big tear up, everybody went down there to shop. I mean, everybody went down there to walk and socialize and meet people and, the different little alleyway shops. You can buy all the gold you want, the silver you want. That was back in the day. I'm dating myself back in the day when LL Cool J was out here, look at his lips and on the stage rapping, back in the day, right?
Hilarious. You showing your age, Rachel. You showing your age.
I know. Well, I'm up here trying to come out. I'm 49. I'm showing my age. So I remember back at that time, when the front row was still open and the Coliseum Convention Center, you can go down there. Yeah, so that's like a long time. But then we went through a long span of time, like almost a decade of just construction down there, and businesses had to close and just it was like echo. It was like an echo down there. Like where are we? So to see it build back up and to see we got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and it's so nice over there and just they're building up all on the river. All on that strip. What was that?
The Browns are winning. Our football was back. Yes, we had a winning season last season. Yes.
Had no idea.
This is from a non-sports person over here. Facebookers, non-sports person.
Yes. So Tuna, in case you didn't know, she loves the Browns.
Yes. I'm an avid fan and I'm going to our first preseason game at home on Sunday. I got season tickets and I'm ready to get crazy.
Wow, so it's already that time? I mean, it's still sunny outside.
I'm saying that's what I was talking about. Like, it's already August. Can you believe the year is almost over? It's August.
So are you serious? The football season is really starting?
Yes, they had their first preseason game last Sunday. And
I'm not ready. We have
the first home preseason on Sunday, and I will be there with my bells on.
So does that mean baseball is over?
It'll be, huh?
Does that mean baseball is over?
Baseball goes all the way to October. No,
it's still going on, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then basketball starts right up after that.
After what? When?
After baseball, it's like October. Basketball starts.
Oh, I can't keep up. It's too much.
That's what I'm saying. The year. I mean, we have been traumatized for 2020.
What about the Olympics? Are they still going on?
Oh, bye. The Olympics ended last week. 2 weeks ago. Girl, bye.
I should be embarrassed, but I'm really not. I should be embarrassed, but I'm not embarrassed at all.
They went all the way to August 6th. Where have you been for a whole 2 weeks?
Well, you have to understand, I've never been into sports, and I just, I'm so glad that my children are gone. Like I don't have to think about it. I don't know what I'm going to do when I have grandkids because I'm probably not going to be at any of it.
You're into sports, my goodness, what you going to do then, Grandma?
I don't know. I'll be in the car with the snacks.
That's a good row, though. That's a good row. The snacks is the snack person is.
I don't even know. Or they can just come over after the games to my house. Hey, everybody come over,
Yes.
Eat. Because I cannot, when I tell you, I've just never been that person.
Okay. It's okay. A lot of people are not into sports. I mean, they're that's just not their thing. But this Cleveland town is a sports town because we got all three major franchises in city of Cleveland.
I do like going to sporting events. No, most people don't know that, but I actually really like going to them.
Okay. But
yeah, because it's social and it's food, but not. I don't like the winter. I don't want to go anywhere, and I don't want to go parking and cold. I'm cold. I gotta walk to the place. Oh no.
can I give you a funny? Here's a funny. This is a true story. So I'm putting our boss's business on the street. So I took her to her first Cavaliers game, probably 3 years ago. I told, because my mom has season tickets to the Cavs, she could make it. And I said, hey, you want to go? She's like, sure, because she'd never been there. We go to the Cavs game and she's like, oh my God. She was like, fascinated. And I took her to the place where, person who never been to a game before, they get all these little fun little toys. They, you take them to customer service and like first time at the game and they give you a little thing and they give you all these little toys and stuff. And so we're sitting down. And so she's watching the game because she's like, okay, what's happening? What's happening? And then she goes, touchdown.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Zuma, basketball, not football. She was like, touchdown. I just put your business out there, Zuma, if you're listening.
Oh my goodness. She's gonna kill you. Oh, I had no idea. Like that is so funny. Touchdown.
Sports, you're like, okay, so what's happening? So they just run up and down and they just go back and forth?
Yeah, that's too much. I'm telling you.
It was fun.
Much.
I had a good time though, but some people really don't, we love her. We love her dearly. But yeah, she didn't know what
Yeah.
What was happening.
Touchdown. No, I'm not that bad. I actually know a little bit about it. I was married. And so when I was married, my ex-husband likes the Brown, but when I met him, the Browns we didn't have the Browns anymore. So I thought, yes, no sports for me.
That's right. They left. That's in the 99. They had left. Yes.
Yeah. And so the Indians were doing really well. So by the time we got married, I had to hear about the Indians and I was upset. And then at the time we were trying to get our team back for the Browns. And I was like, why, please, I don't want them. I don't. This has been a great thing without these sports. And so I know a little bit about it. So I was, I would watch the game, part of the game, and get educated about football because he was really good at educating about football. And so I remember, this is going to kind of date how far back a game I've watched, right? Besides the championship game for the Cavs. Okay. So way back in the day, when Michael Vick, before he went to prison, and he had his long locks, right? So who did he play for?
The Eagles, I believe.
At the time?
Look it up. I don't remember. I don't know. But go ahead.
Okay, so this is some time ago, right? So he had his little locks. And so you see him hanging out the bottom of his helmet, right? And so, did he play for Houston?
No, I thought it was the Eagles. But go ahead. I'm looking.
He didn't play for Steelers, though. I know that it wasn't the Steelers.
No, not even. Never.
Okay, so anyway, so she's looking it up. So here's the story. So all I know is they beat whatever team they were playing. I thought it was Houston. They might have been playing Houston. I don't know, but it was such a good game, right? And so Michael Vick played a good part in that game. And so after that, because I learned who he was, after that, I was loving Mr. Michael Vick, right? So
Falcons and the Eagles, like I said, the Eagles and Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna remember. But anyway, so here we go. He's doing his touchdown, and I believe they won that year. Whatever team he was playing, I think they won. Yes. But anyway, so every time after that, I would see a man with a helmet on, with locks. I would say, "Oh, that's Michael Vick. I'm gonna watch this one." And he would say, "Honey, he's not playing. That's him. No, he's not playing today." So of course I don't want to see it because I think it's him and it's not him. So then, another game would come on and I would think, "Oh, that's Michael Vick." Okay, so what's going on with you and Michael Vick? He is playing today. He is playing today. I'm just saying I like Michael Vick, right?
Wow.
So then it would go every other game. And so then when the whole thing happened with him going to prison and everything, I was so sad. I said, well, I guess I ain't watching football no more then. Mind you, I wasn't really watching football in the first place. So he says, "You didn't even watch the game anyway. Which difference do it make, right?" fake it, right?
He did play a year for the Steelers. He did for the 15. I didn't know that.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
You found him. You found him. He did play for the Steelers for 1 year.
What year was that? What year was that?
15. 2015.
Oh yeah, that's when after he came from prison and all that, right?
That's
that
when
was way after the fact, right?
Mhm.
Then he cut his hair off. I said, I'm not going to know if he's playing or not. Anyway, I just thought that was funny that I literally was caught up in that one little game based on recognizing him from some locks, and then didn't always recognize it was him. Didn't know what team played or nothing. I was a fake sports player, watcher.
You phony balonies. I tell you,
Yeah.
I was at the 0 and 16 parade, and as my husband says, what team has a loser parade? And I was first in line. I was there. I was the first one in the parade.
Right. Well, let me just say this. We are definitely team players when it comes down to East End, and we're all about celebrating our each other, and we're all about Ubuntu. And so we have a Ubuntu park going to be filled, and we have an annual event that we have every single year. It's called our Ubuntu Gala. And so that's going to be held on August 23rd. And it's a virtual event.
You said August.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tuna. Good thing you're paying attention.
Girl.
So it's going to be held on virtually on our social media and on our website, October 23rd. And so that's our fundraiser. It's our way of celebrating the people in the community, the youth, some seniors, as well as all of our employees in some way, shape, or form. And so you will hear more about that. More details are coming. And we are looking forward to you getting your ticket and being a part of this event and supporting us in whatever way you can. And so with that being said, we're going to actually wrap up this show. And thank you for tuning in for East End Wrap Up on Voice It Radio. We'll see you next Friday at 2:00. See you next Friday. Thank you.
Hey,
have
a good weekend.
Yes, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in.
Are we going off? Are we on? What's happening?
We're testing the people. Are they